Well, this is at the end of the shoot. I should have done this intro at the beginning of the shoot, but we were in such a rush. We have a horse that was brought in. We have extreme amounts of wind. I'm actually kind of sheltered a little bit here, so, but we had one light. You'll see one light set up, a softbox to the side. I'm pushing the light in the direction that the sun is already going into. So I keep emphasizing that, but it's important to do that. I had two strobes into one softbox. Now, probably didn't need that. At full power, I probably would have had enough with one light, but I had that extra light in case I needed it. But by having that extra power, I can darken the background down. Now, if you go too far, it starts to look a little too fake, but I think I've balanced it out pretty well. And then, of course, in Photoshop, I can adjust it and fix it and, you know, gradient and do some fun stuff. But cross light, now with the horse would kind of move into the softbox a little bit. So that would put a lot more light on the front of the horse. And then my cowboy would have a little less light hitting him. So it's a real tough thing with an animal because they're moving around. So you know, you put a dog in a picture, that's one thing. Put a horse, it's like what, you know, 1,500 pounds or whatever a horse, or 1,000 pounds of how a horse weighs. And so they're moving around, you got to pull them and stuff. So it adds a whole nother variable that you got to deal with. And I've done quite a bit with horses, but you know, that was actually a pretty good horse. Was it Bella? Stella. Stella was the name of our horse, and she did a pretty good job. For you know, some horses you just can't sit still at all. So, but I think we got our shots. I can't wait to see them. So again, one softbox out in the field. If I would have really had no wind, a little more time, I might have added a little teeny edge light coming from the back, the right-hand side, my right, camera left, because I would have lit the saddle up a little bit or something, maybe just a little bit on the edge on the back of the horse. That was getting a little dark, but didn't have time to do that. We're also in sticky bushes, and really the wind was the biggest challenge. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys. To get a horse and a subject out on location at the right time of day takes weeks of planning. And of course, Cliff, he's standing behind me here. He's the one that kind of produced and helped put this stuff together. So that's, when I say this photography skills is one thing, the recruiting and the production skills of putting something together is a whole nother thing that you need to learn. So there's a lot more to picture taking than just snapping a camera. It's a whole spectrum of things, and recruiting and planning and getting the people on board takes a lot. So I'm saying that to you because I've been learning that over the years. So with that, we got more cars coming, dust flying everywhere, so I'm going to sign out and we'll continue on.